Hello and welcome to this spoiler-filled pit stop for Fear, designed by Friedemann Friese and published by Stronghold Games. Please be aware that Fear is the first of the fast-forward games, which is a rulebook-less game system which invites you to just open up a deck of cards, start reading them, start doing what it says and discover the rules as you go. This will be a spoiler for the first few games of Fear. So when you open Fear, you read the cards, it tells you to flip this over and start going. And the first thing you get are the general rules, which tells you you either draw a card from the stack on your turn or you play a card into the center of the table. So when we start drawing cards, we're going to see that all the cards are numbered. We're going to keep going, not really know what we're doing, drawing these cards. We might choose to play them to the center of the table if we're feeling saucy, and then we're going to get interrupted. We're going to flip this over and more rules are going to be revealed. This tells you that you cannot hold more than 3 cards in your hand at any point. At the end of the turn, you must announce the sum value of all the cards which have been played to the center of the table. And if on your turn, every card in your hand would increase the sum value of the center added to that card to above 15, you lose. All the other players then check their hands, reveal them, and whoever's got the highest value but doesn't break 15 is going to be the winner. So we continue playing. We're going to get cards that allow you to change direction around the table, zeros, and carry on, putting them into the middle or not. We get interrupted. This tells us what to do at the end of each game. The loser is going to take their hand and any card they played in that turn and throw them into the box, and those cards will no longer be in the game. Then all the other cards in play are going to get shuffled up and put back on top of the draw deck, and we're going to continue and play again. The loser being the next starting player. So as we continue through the deck, we're going to thin it slightly every time someone loses. We're going to continue drawing all these numbers and we're going to keep going until the deck tells us otherwise. And eventually we're going to get to, after not too long, a way to exchange cards with another player, and then a special rule. So this tells you how to manage the cards that are in the middle of the table, because we're still trying not to hit over 15. And this says that if ever you play a card into the table that's exactly one fewer than a card that's already there, you get to remove that card from playing to the discard pile. Now that doesn't go into the box like the loser's cards, it's just out for this particular run through. And the next card tells you what happens with special rules. It says that you can only ever have one special rule in play at once. If ever you draw another special rule, this special rule does go back into the box and completely out of the game, and you'll never play with it again. You're going to activate any text new cards you played and then check the special rule and continue them there, checking whether you still hit the same end game condition. We're up to card 25 of 90. There are more special rules throughout this deck, and every time you hit them, it's going to slightly change the way that you play Fear. I'll allow you to discover the rest of this deck. This has been a Game Pit Pit Stop. For more videos like this, check out the Game Pit YouTube channel. For more in-depth coverage of games, please find the Game Pit podcast.